Hey guys, first, I miss you all very much, and I saw a couple of your Flipgrid videos today, and it made me miss you guys even more. So keep posting those. This is a quick video just to go over the Catcher in the Rye essay outline. Um, so it's being pushed out to you on Google Classroom. Fill it out, and then once you turn it in, I'll check it out and look at your thesis statement, and all that stuff. The essay, okay, it says you're eventually going to turn your essay in on turnitin.com and Google Classroom by, and then there's no due date. That is pending. We'll see how things go, but I'm going to use today and then the next few days to kind of work on the essay outlining, looking over thesis statements. I'll post some instructional videos about introductory paragraphs, body paragraphs, conclusions, evidence, all that stuff. So it's like enhanced learning opportunities about writing and essay structure, but it's also time to work on this essay, which will eventually be due, but I just can't tell you when because we gotta wait and see. So for the essay outline, it has the rubric, so check that out. It's gonna be 100 points in writing. It's now gonna be only 2 pages instead of 3 because life is stressful enough now, so let's take it down a page. The prompt is here, you guys know it. How to Holden struggles with mental health, internal factors affect his coming of age process. And all these sub questions here, what signs does Holden exhibit throughout the novel? Um, Looking at what signs were ignored or went unnoticed, how it affected Holden's coming of age. And then I have some questions right here all about zooming out and like society. So this might be a body paragraph at the end, it might be in the conclusion, but like you can say first and you can use the first person pronouns here. How important is emotional maturity in the coming of age process? How does mental health impact identity formation in young adults? Then down here, I have just some reminders about what goes in the introduction paragraph. We'll talk about it more later. And there are some ideas for thesis statements, which is probably the hardest part. So you don't have to use these at all if you don't want to. You may have some ideas, but I wanted to get people started who maybe wanted some additional ideas. So things like this, Holden's struggle to blank causes him to blank. So his struggle to come to terms with his brother's death, his struggle to find connections with people around him, his struggle to confront his impending adulthood and maturity. Down here, Holden's signs of blank are ignored, and he cannot make genuine connections with people, ultimately causing his coming of age process to maybe his signs of loneliness, of sadness, of grief, of depression. Maybe those cause his coming of age process to be slower. Maybe it causes the coming of age process to be a bumpier ride than it would normally if he hadn't been through those things and those struggles. Down here, because of external factors such as the death of his brother, the lack of a positive adult in his life, because we don't know much about his parents. We only know that they keep sending him to boarding school. Holden then struggles internally and fears what? Does he fear growing up? Does he fear the phony, corrupt world of adults? This one, Holden is clearly struggling with his mental health at this crux in his coming of age journey, but he will end up as a content and maybe even happy adult because this is for those of you that have been seeing some signs of optimism from Holden. No matter how many times he's mentioned being depressed or mentioned suicide, there are still these moments in the book that some of you have identified that seem hopeful or optimistic. This one, for Holden, coming of age means blank, and at the end of the book, he shows signs of blank. So maybe coming of age means facing kind of the loss of childhood innocence. And then at the end of the book, do you think that he's preparing to move on into that world? Do you think he feels more equipped now or not? This is debatable. And then lastly, Holden fears growing up because, and his struggles with mental health will ultimately make this process what to kind of characterize it. For the thesis, try your best, put something in there, think about what evidence you're going to use as you try and support it, and then turn in your outline. This may take you a couple days. So we got Friday, and then Monday's blocked off as a no school day, March 23rd. So you can work on it then as well. And I'll be checking Google Classroom and seeing what's flowing in there, and I'll give feedback as it comes in. All right, expect some more videos, and again, miss you guys. All right, bye.